In this tutorial today, we're going to go over adding images and then videos to posts. You can see I am on a test post. It's specifically designed to test images, and there's no images in it. And you can see it here on our site. There are no images in it. First thing we want to do is put our cursor where we want our image, and then we'll click on the Media Upload button. We're presented with a drag and drop interface, so we can simply grab a file, drop it in the drop area, and then we're all set. Now we have a few fields we can enter. The title is what we will see it as, so I know this is an FVWW screenshot. Next is alternate text. Search engines have no idea what the content of an image is unless we add alternate text. So then we have a caption. Captions show up below the image, typically, or in this design they certainly do, and that is what the user would read. Often it can be the same thing as the alternate text. Next is the description. This is simply something in the media gallery that we won't use. And then we have our link URL. If someone clicks on the image, where do we want it to go? We can send it to the file, and so they just get the file. We can send it to the attachment post URL, which would be a special page that would look like the site and have the image on it, or we can send it to none. And then we can pick the size. You can see we have three sizes here. Large is the largest size you should be using on the site. Medium is 300 pixels wide, and thumbnail is 150 by 150. Typically you're probably going to want to pick large. And we can also pick our alignment. No alignment, we'll just put it on the page. Left would float it to the left. Center would center the image, and right would put it to the right. Let's insert it in the center position. Now I'm also going to hit enter, and I'm going to just add some basic text. I just pasted basic text in there. I'm going to hit update. We've now embedded our image and saved it inside the post. You can see there it is. Why don't we add this one a second time? I'm just going to create a new paragraph, but this time I'm going to add it, and I'm going to use the media gallery. The gallery is set up so that it will have any image that is already uploaded to this post specifically. This time, let's add it. We'll float it right, and we're going to use the medium size version. And you can see we put it to the right, and we've used the medium size version. Now, the Western site also has featured images. A featured image is what you see on the blog right there. That is a featured image. To add a featured image, we'd go to Set Featured Image and pick the image we want to use. And we'd hit Use as Featured Image. And when we hit Update, you see we now have our featured image on that post. Featured images should be 575 pixels wide by 150 pixels tall. I would suggest that when you upload a featured image, you have it cropped to those dimensions so that you can decide exactly how it will look for the user. You can see the Fraser Valley Whitewater screenshot I just uploaded doesn't quite look right. The top of it is cut off. We'd rather have it moved down so that we can see the top of the site. This image on our second test post, I cropped to the proper dimensions and used it specifically as the featured image on the post. Now we're going to look at adding a video to a post. You can see I have a test video post that has no content in it except for one sentence. What I'm going to do is go to Vimeo, and I'm going to copy and paste the URL here. Now there's one issue with it. It says HTTPS. So when I go and paste the URL here, I'm going to need to remove the S. S would be for secure, and that will stop it from embedding properly. and I've embedded a video. So Vimeo is what's called an OEmbed source. In the help documentation, there's a list of OEmbed sources that includes YouTube, Vimeo, WordPress.tv, and a number of other places. That's all you need to do to add a video to the site.